Hello dear students, today I am going to discuss about the basic phenomena of crude drugs, that is how crude drugs to be studied. These are the contents which I am going to discuss in this class. Firstly, introduction to the crude drugs, then key points to be studied and the suggestion of the class. Now introduction to the crude drugs. The crude drugs are the part or portion of any plant, animal or mineral sources found in the raw form. That means crude drugs are the direct part or portion of a plant, animal or mineral sources which is further processed for the utilization of therapeutic or medicinal purposes. So crude drugs are of two types according to the presence of cellular or tissue structure. Firstly, organized crude drugs, for example leaf, root, rhizome, etc. Then secondly, unorganized crude drugs, for example juices, pastes, gums, etc. Now while you study the crude drugs, what are the key points you have to focus on? So firstly, while you study the crude drug, you have to mention the name of the crude drug or title of the crude drug at the top. Then you have to go for its detailed description. Firstly, you have to write you have to study the synonyms for the crude drug. Synonyms is nothing but the other common names of the drug which you have to mention. Then you have to go for the biological source and family of the crude drug. While you study the biological source and family of the crude drug, you have to focus on these 3 points. Firstly is the part used and its condition, means which part is used of the plant, animal or mineral sources. You have to mention that, whether it is leaf, whether it is root or rhizome or paste. You have to mention that at which condition it is used, whether it is used in the dried condition or in fresh condition. You have to mention that. After that, you have to mention the scientific name. While you write the scientific name of the crude drug, remember one thing, as I have written here the scientific name 2 words separately, then similarly you have to write the scientific name. Firstly you have to start with the capital letter, then you have to go for the small letters, and finally you should underline both the word separately. Then you have to write the family of the crude drug. So this is how you have to write the biological source and family of the crude drug. Then you should study the cultivation and collection of the crude drug. This is required because of fulfillment of a huge requirement of crude drug for the medicinal purposes. So how the plant is regenerated, we have to know the knowledge of these parameters. Firstly, the altitude, that at which altitude the plant is regenerated, we have to know that. Then temperature, at which temperature the plant can be generated, we should know that. Then rainfall or irrigation, what is the need of water in the regeneration of the plant, we have to know that. Then at which condition of soil, at which pH of soil the plant can be generated, we should know that. Then how the plant can be regenerated, by which propagation method. So we have to mention all these parameters in cultivation. Then in the collection you should write the when it is collected, how it is collected, if it is processed after collection, like drying is done, if done you have to mention that how drying is done, that is also you should mention. After that it is packed and stored for the further utilization, whether for the purpose of regeneration of plant or for purpose of medicinal industries. Then you have to go for the next point, that is macroscopic characteristics or organoleptic characteristics, which in short you can write as macroscopic. That means the general or the normal appearance of the crude drug. So the normal appearance of the crude drugs are as follows, like color, odor, taste, size, shape, etc. After that, if you found any extra features in the sense while you touch the part or the while you touch the crude drug may get slippery, the crude drug may get discolored, your hand get discolored. Then sometimes what happened, the crude drug contains some kite like structure, which in the sense we can say that trichomes is present. So in this way you have to write the extra features. Now coming to the next point, which is microscopic characteristics. While you study the microscopy of crude drug, you should draw the microscopical figure. After that you have to name the figure by mentioning the section used under the microscopy. For example, whether transverse section is used or longitudinal section of the desired crude drug is used, you have to mention that. After that you have to identify the different components of the crude drug. So here you have to go for the special characteristics, some special characteristics. For example, xylem, phloem, these are the general components which is present in most of the crude drugs, but you have to go for the special components of the crude drug. That is, for example, sometimes some crude drug contains stomata, which type of stomata it contains you have to mention. Then if trichome is present, which type of trichome is present. If pith is present, you have to mention those special characteristics which is vary from other crude drugs. So in this way you have to study the microscopy of crude drug. Then chemical constituents or active constituents of the crude drug you have to study. Here I have mentioned that main and others. Main in the sense nothing but those components which are mainly used for the therapeutic purposes. For example, in case of vinca, we all know that vincristine and vinblastine are the main components which are used for the treatment of cancer. So that should be considered as main component, and if other components are present in the plant, that should be referred as others. In case you forgot the other component, you can leave it, but you should mention the main components only. The others here you have to mention to keep the format standard. Similarly, next point here, uses. Here also I have given main and others. In this way, similarly you have to mention the main uses first. You should write the main uses. You cannot leave it. After this you can write the other uses. If it is used for other purposes, then you should write them. After that, the adulterants and substituents. If the drug is adulterated with other drug, you have to mention the name of those drugs. If the common name is written, you have to write you have to study the scientific name of the drug and family of the drug. And if common name is not available, you can directly use the scientific name and family of the drug. So in this way you can write the adulterants and substituents. Just mention the names and nothing else. Now after general discussion of this point, I can say in this section that if you study in the same way I have described today and you write in the exam in this way, I can assure you that you will get full marks and no evaluators can redact a single mark given for the crude drug. So I hope you will get benefited by the class. Have a good day. Thank you.